Hey friends, let's talk about Zomedica and Ocugen. Now, talking about these two companies, Zomedica and Ocugen, Zomedica is a company that I talk about quite a bit on my channel. I pretty much make a weekly video on Zomedica, especially with the March 30th release date of the Triformer product they have coming out, which we'll get into a little bit. But then we have Ocugen, which is kind of like everybody is kind of like waiting to see when this is going to drop here. And we're going to talk about them pretty heavy here to start off with, because there's a lot more new news with them and a lot of things about to break loose. And I think this week, this might be the week right here with Ocugen that things actually start to happen, because we have some big news with them. So let's dig right into it. So first things first with Ocugen, this is a company that specializes in eye therapies, but they have went into a partnership with an Indian-based company to develop a COVID-19 vaccine, and that vaccine will be called Covaxin. Now with Ocugen, we have been in trial 3 phases for quite a bit here, and a lot of things have been coming out about that. So phase 3 results of the shot had been getting very close to being approved by the FDA. So right now, Ocugen has a vaccine that has not been FDA approved, but they do have it. It is real, it exists, and they have been doing trial runs. It's pretty much being tested right now on people, and it's just waiting for FDA approved. Now, once that happens here, and news could come out this week, because we've had all this news being released here in the past week about phase 3. It's been going well, and now they're just meeting with the FDA to try to get this approved. Now, Ocugen has retained rights in the US market for this to be released, the Covaxin shot. With this Covaxin shot, we've been talking about this for quite a while. This has been going on for quite a bit, guys. But if this were to get FDA approved just within this month, you could see Ocugen really take some heavy numbers in here very soon. Now think about it. If Ocugen was to get the Covaxin treatment out this month, they would be a direct competitor with Pfizer and Moderna. Now, what analysts are saying right now about the Ocugen stock, what could happen if Covaxin was to get approved by the FDA and come out this month, that the stock would probably hit a $25 to $30 range. And I hate saying these top analysts, but you know, I use them because that's what a lot of people look at. But a lot of times they shoot very low because, you know, they want to look good. So if it goes to 50 and they say it's going to go to 25, they're safe no matter what. But with this being a new vaccine on the market, my thoughts are it's going to be more effective, it's going to be newer, and a lot more people are going to want to know more information about it. And two, if you're having this thought, because you know, this is an easy thought to have as an investor, if you're thinking, well, why would I invest into another company that's just coming out with another vaccine for the COVID-19? I feel like COVID-19 is about done, you know, it's pretty much ran its course. I see what you're saying that, but you have to think, and I don't really want to talk about COVID-19, that's not what I'm going into here, but you have to think that we're still going through this, and this is going to be around for a little bit here. So you're still going to make money on a company that is coming out with and developing a active vaccine to fight this. Because guys, there's plenty other companies that are trying to come out with vaccines right now, but Ocugen is really close right now. I mean, literally, maybe this month it could happen. Let's read a little bit of this article just so you can see that this is not something I'm just making up here. Ocgn stock has railed on the results of the phase 3 clinical trials of Covaxin that were conducted in India on March 3rd. Ocugen released interim phase 3 results which showed that the shot was 81% effective in preventing initial cases of COVID-19. As a result of the positive news, Ocgn stock is up over 13% from this week. So guys, 81%, that is big news. They are so close, and once it is even closer and FDA approved, I know I'm repeating myself, but you have to see how close we are, because there's a lot of people, I know there's a lot of you that have been sitting in this for a very long time, and there's probably a lot of you that bought in at a little bit higher stake than what it is right now, and you're wondering, am I gonna get my money back out of this? You know, I would read this and look at this and hear this news with a very positive ear right now. You know, this is really big news. This is really good. So now let's go into the scenario of what could happen next. So let's say it gets FDA approved. Off that news alone, the stock would probably shoot up to probably a $20 range, just off that news alone. And I say $20, I'm shooting low myself, but you know, just what we saw from this week, just with the 81% happening, and Ocugen just hitting a $14 range that fast, you know, imagine if it's FDA approved overnight, you would see a significant gain in the stock very fast, because it would attract all these new investors, it would attract all these heavy hands that say, okay, it's FDA approved, something's about to happen here, and I want to get in before things actually get crazy. Then they would start making Covixen, then it would be just piled and piled, and then it would be distributed in the United States, and this would affect the stock dramatically, and you as a stock investor in it would be taking part in that. So with that said, guys, we're keeping track of Ocugen and seeing what's going to happen here. I have been waiting for this one for quite a while now, and I know a lot of you have. So if you're in it, be happy. Really good news this week, and just, you know, we have to be patient right now. Okay, now let's talk about Zomedica. So in my thumbnail, we said Zomedica versus Ocgn, and we're trying to see which one is going to pay off the fastest. Which one am I going to see heavy, big gains in first? Now, the fun thing about this is right now is that March should be a very big month for both these companies, and we could see significant changes in both these stocks within a matter of weeks because of the news we are gathering right now. Okay, friends, so let's move over to Zomedica. So like I said, I have made a ton of videos about Zomedica, so if you've been on my channel, if you subscribe to me, you know already that I have told you guys everything there is to know about Zomedica right now. And we are still in a running right now for March 30th for the release date of the Triforma product. The past 3 weeks of the market, I'm sure most of you know, have been a complete bloodbath, and everyone is kind of just, you know, crawling back to whatever they can get to at this point, and it's been 3 weeks of just a buying market. I don't think a lot of people have been selling too much and you know, making money this week. I think most of us at this point, we've spent so much money in the past 3 weeks on the market, and now we're going, I kind of need that money to start doing something now. So let's go right into a chart with Zomedica and just look and see how the stock has survived the bloodbath for the past 3 weeks, and what we have clue-wise to see us how fast this is going to take off right now. So our biggest high right now with Zomedica was February 8th when the stock hit around $2.70. Now with these past 3 weeks with Zomedica in the market that's been just a complete bloodbath, it really has done a great job of surviving. And March 5th was the worst day we had around, Zomedica had around $1.43, I believe. And that wasn't crazy, honestly. You know, the fact that it didn't go below $1 said that a lot of people are staying in this and they're riding it out because they know there is really big news coming at the end of this month and we're not going to miss it. Now, where we are right now with Zomedica, we had the March 30th release date of their product, and that's what everyone has been waiting on. So at that point, and I know I'm repeating things I've already said, so you're going like, I've already heard this, but you know, here we go. If you don't know, they have the product release date. At that moment, the March 30th release date, there's going to be a lot of people that cash out, and then there's going to be a lot of people that cash halfway out and then buy back in, and then there's going to be people that probably just cash out for a pretty long time and see where the stock goes and then come back later. I myself am going to be here for quite some time because I do like Zomedica as a long-term stock. The stock would have to hit some crazy number within, you know, by March 30th for me to sell out. And when I say crazy, it would have to hit like as $50 stock price, something like that, because as ridiculous as that sounds, obviously Zomedica at this point with their market cap, that couldn't survive, and that would just be pure hype on that stock. But with the March 30th release date of their product, Zomedica hitting a $5 mark to a $10 mark, that doesn't sound too crazy to me. The main thing that we're up against right now with this, and what sucks right now, is that we are fighting the market. We are fighting the market, you know. So even a month ago when we were talking about Zomedica, the market was on fire. You know, we just kept going and going. And Zomedica was about to pop into a $3 mark at that point. And then if things had stayed green, things have stayed right, you know, I fully believe Zomedica probably would have been around a $3.50 to a $4 range right now today. But with these past 3 weeks, with the market just being trashed because of lack of stimulus, rates going up, all of this news coming out, you know, it's just been affecting the market, and every stock has just been pretty much been getting ripped apart here, and Zomedica has too, but it's done a really good job at surviving too. So guys, know this, with this product release date, when and if this were to hit a $5 range by the end of March to a $10 mark, it would be pure hype, because after that point, you'd be investing in Zomedica for their future finances of what could happen. So remember that. And you as an investor have to make a decision at that point how much further you want to take your investment with Zomedica after the March 30th release date. So remember that, because after that you're just investing on pure finances from the company. So guys, when it comes to these two companies, this is going to be a fight right now with these two companies to see which one hits heavy here at the end of March. Now Ocugen, I can see big things happening here very soon. Like I said, we get the FDA approval. Things might really take off here. So Zomedica, we got the release date of the product, March 30th. Let's watch what happens here. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, play nice in the comments if you can. But guys, remember, be positive, be you, and thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a fantastic day, and God bless you. And I will talk to you very soon. Thanks, friends. Bye.